How's it going, YouTube? Top Tech Pro here, coming at you with a video about decks not to play next format. Based on my testing on Dual Network and what I've seen other people play, they've been playing a lot of either revived old decks or creative new ones for the new format because the card went to 3 or it went to 2 or something like that. And I'm just going to give some reasons on why you shouldn't play the deck and perhaps another deck that might be better than that build. So the first deck I'm going to talk about is it's like a hero Noble Knight deck that uses Noble Knight Gawain, Blade Armor Ninjas, and aliases. It may use Rabbit, it may not, but the point here is there's no point in running this deck when you could easily just run Dino Rabbit, still very viable. And also you can just run heroes, which is a pretty decent deck. Like, there's no reason to play this deck. Another deck that I don't feel like should be played next format is GBs. The reason why you shouldn't play GBs next format is because the build that runs Prisma and Test Tigers and stuff like that, that makes the big Prisma dump Bestiary, drop Tiger to make Geyzars. That play just gets wrecked by Maxi. If you continue with the play, your opponent's going to draw like 3 or 4 cards off of the Maxi. Valor, you're stuck with the awkward Prisma on the field. Bottomless Shot Pull on the Darius, and then you just minus like 2 or something like that. I mean, it's just really bad. And if you're not going to run that version, just like pure like control or stun, there's just the deck Gladiator Beast as a whole isn't a bad deck. There's just so many better decks to run. This deck is just outdated and it's not good to run in the next format. Another deck that I've seen people playing is Blackwings, and just because Kalut went to 2 doesn't mean Blackwings are viable again. It's kind of like GBs. They just got outdated. Nothing bad happened to the deck to make them unplayable. Just new, better decks came out, and Blackwings can't keep up with a lot of new decks like Agents or Dino Rabbits, and they're gonna have a lot of trouble playing against those decks. Another deck that I'm kind of on the fence about is Agents. As sometimes they're inconsistent and they just can't draw good, and they have a bad ratio of like monsters, boss monsters to like shine balls. Like, you can open up like Sorcerer, 2 shine balls, an Earth, and a teleport, which is kind of awkward. But you can just open awkward hands like that. But at other times you can open like really good hands with like Venus, Teleport, Birdman, Hyperion, and then like your opponent's dead. But I don't know about this deck. If I had to guess, I'd say it wouldn't do as well as people think it will. I've seen a lot of people testing it on Dual Network. I've lost a couple times, but they're not that big of a threat to me. Now this next deck I want to talk about, it kind of gets on my nerve when people play it because I just think they're idiots trying to play this deck. Basically what this deck does is try to bring out these guys as fast as possible. Android using Teleport, the level 8s by using Malicious and Teleport or Diva, and Dark Armed. And the people who play the deck will call it Teledad, but I just think it's an insult to Teledad to call it that. Basically it runs like 2 Malicious, 3 Krebons, 3 Teleport, Stratos, some random D heroes with 3D draws, and like some builds have 2 Reasoning to fish for like random cards. And I just don't think this deck should be played because basically your best play here is to your best turn 1 play is to summon Stratos, search Malicious, then you have D draw in your hand. You activate D-Draw, discard Malicious, draw 2 cards, hopefully not drawing the second and last Malicious. Remove from play Malicious in the graveyard, special, teleport, and from here you can make any level 8 synchro, and basically that's your best play, without opening insanely situational cards like Reborns and stuff like that. I mean, if all you want to do is bust out a bunch of level 8 synchros and a Dark Armed, maybe you should just run Dragonities with Tour Guides. I mean, this deck is just so bad. Like, I can't even begin to explain how bad it is. But people will try to play it, and they'll tell you it's good. Um, yeah, it has some nifty plays with like divas and miracle fuse and stuff like that. But it's just being cute, you know. Malicious is at 2. If it was at 3, it might be a bit more viable. But right now, I just don't see it as a threat at all. The deck's really slow unless you open like the key 4 cards. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Another deck I want to talk about that I didn't really want to go through my commons to find that the cards that would represent the deck. The deck is plants. Just because Spore got unbanned, people want to play plants, and I'm just gonna tell you that plants suck. Um, like I was kind of on the fence with it with agents because agents lose to cards like Maxi, Valor, and Dolka, and plants also lose to those same cards. But just plants don't have really good plays. I mean, their best play is the Foolish Dandelion, or maybe 1-for-1 a Spore and summon Debris, and then drop the one Chaos Sorcerer. Like, that's the most consistent, insane play. I just don't see plants as a very viable deck. There's just so many better decks. Plants are too slow. They're never gonna be what they used to be, and that's what I think about the current decks about the next format. So let me know what you guys think. See you later.